there now, on this your creek shore. If you just breathe in just a little bit, you can take in that same smell what we ancestors them be taking every day. If you look out your go on the shoreline, when you ain't to look on them new thing, man, throw up there like that factory. But you just look at what God threw. If you're gonna stand for West Africa shoreline right now, and you look up, you could have said, I looking across to the same place. I looking at the same kind of landscape. You can more stand in back of yard, right? Yeah. And see the same kind of view and thing like that there. And so, when we gather together, more often not today, people gather at these places, as you see these benches here, for recreation, not for continuation. But we stand here today as a living example of the continuation of our culture, the continued blessings of our people, a continuation of a journey that started ages ago. So as we join together in one circle, make sure that your phones are off. Make sure that you are standing in one circle, not a double circle. One circle that's continuous. And make sure that we're interlinked. I'm a computer scientist by degrees. So trust me when I say your cell phones, your computers, your televisions, all those things are designed to distract and to program. I am a programmer. I majored in it. I have my degrees in it. So if you can't go 3 hours without your cell phone, you've already been programmed. Because when we are in the midst of a sacred service, like the pastor say from the pulpit, if that's your phone, if it ain't Jesus on it, I know you don't need to answer it. So from the time we started in Mount Olive until the time that we end, we are in a sacred ceremony. So we need to treat it as such. Because for a long time, people have treated our culture like it was nothing. Like it was the distraction. So we have been programmed not to reconnect with each other and understand that you don't need the phone because whoever on the phone should have been where you at. And if they not, trust me, when you don't answer, they figure it out themselves. They'll be just fine for the next few hours if you don't answer that phone. There are times that we have to just listen. And when we come to a sacred space, that's all we need to do is listen. God has been speaking so much through thunder this past week that I was amazed by it. But God speaks to us even now on this way. You can hear words of thanks even from the ancestral bones that lie out here if you listen. But if you are distracted, we could go all day and you've not heard anything, not even the sound of my voice. So trust me, there's a time and a place for everything. And the time and the place today is for us not to be distracted. When our ancestors used to gather just like we do now, please join the circle fully. Okay. They gathered underneath the oak tree. And whatever it called, the bush arb and the brush arb. They used to gather together for libation. They used to gather and tarry with one another. That's why you couldn't just go up to somebody and say, oh, how you feel? That's how y'all do now. How you doing? The person ain't answer yet. And you all the way over there. So even the person say, I don't feel well, you can't hear them. Because it's just become a habit. But you don't really mean that. Where before, we tarried with one another, so I would be, how you feel, sir? Everything all right? How your wife?
Great.
All right, how the children?
Great.
Great, everything great.
As far as I know.
Thank the Lord. And then we would go on. And if he was storytelling, we wouldn't leave. Because we could look in his face and see if it been a story. And we would have stayed right there and said, well, yeah, right. You tell me that everything all right. I know everything ain't all right because I'm looking at you. And they would have tarried and tell you, get it off your chest, as we say. Literally. You know how you feel when something's stuck in here? And you can't breathe right? Don't you want that thing off your chest? Well, that's what it is. You think that our ancestors and our elders wanted to work as hard as they did from dead clean to dust? For little or nothing. If they could have do less work and get more, they would have. But they knew hard work wasn't going to kill nobody. They knew it wasn't a shameful thing to work hard. Today we want every shortcut. As we say, want the flowery bed of ease. So when we stand here today, trust me, working in an oyster factory ain't no easy, just easy picking. Picking oyster ain't just easy picking. Go out there and try to lift a bag of oyster yourself. Go pick some and then try to just carry bags back to the show. We might catch you standing right there with that bag laying down like this show. If you ain't know what you do. And rather was get you to the shore, you might buck up all the shell and it be in the oyster when the people try to eat them if they ain't your calling. Any Ricky? Okay. So when we come to places like this, and dry long so when we pour today, we pour for all of the Gullah Geechee ancestors, all the elders that have worked in these oyster factories, that work in all of the shrimp house and things like that, that work and build the bateau boat. That's still a cat tradition on that pass them down to the carry on through chilling what they are now. We thank God for all we fishermen and thing out there. And the fisherwoman, them was sorting net and thing like that and passed down on to each children and the grandchildren for do. We thank God for all them hands who know how to take them in sturdy pockets. Because if it hadn't been for them, we wouldn't have did it now. We thank God for them who had the grits and the grits mill. But had that thing for put with that little bit of fish and thing, or that shrimp, or that oyster, or that crab when they come in. We thank God for all of them who know hard work ain't been a killer. Hard work been a Billy character. We thank God for them who learn his children how to work. So his children could have do for himself. And so his children could have do more for his family. And the more he do for his family, the better his community to do. So this your day. We pray, say, God, bring that sense back to me. We pray, say, God, give me back the sense of self-determination. We pray, God, give back that self-will power to get up in the morning time, dead clean the dust, do what we have to do for whole upon we community, not for wait for somebody else for coming here for save we, but save we own self, because hard work still ain't to kill nobody. It'll build up character, it'll build up strength, and make you for know how to eat beans when you ain't got nothing. And make you for know how to eat grits, where if you have to just pour a little milk on top of it. If you ain't first got no butter for throwing them, bring back that character that did. Bring that back and we mind and we children who ain't first born yet. Bring them out there, warm the cracky teeth to his mama and tell him so we have to go back to old landmark. For all of them, we pray this your day, and we know it done. So we say, Ashe, 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 and amen.